What's up, nerds? Welcome to More Collecting. I'm your fellow trainer, More, and like you saw on the title, I asked ChatGPT to make me into a Pokemon. It was actually pretty cool. ChatGPT actually gave me a full backstory along with a modern Pokemon card, a Pokedex entry, and also a cool battle scene with a legendary Pokemon that I'll unveil during this video. So I gave ChatGPT a little bit of information about myself, my traits and the things I like, I don't like, and what type of Pokemon I gravitate towards if I were to be one. And it kind of made its own decision in the end. So here we go. The Legend of More. A More type dark ghost with fighting tendencies. That's hilarious. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to fight the scalpers and everything that's going on in our hobby. Category: the collector Pokemon. That's funny. 6'2", yeah. Weight 220. That's generous. Super generous. Ability: Collector's Veil reduces damage from special attacks. Hidden ability: Shadow Circuit. Attacks gain bonus power if an item is held. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and read the origins. Long before More appeared in battle arenas, legends spoke of a lone traveler obsessed with discovering rare artifacts, treasures, and knowledge hidden in both the human and Pokemon worlds. Unlike most trainers, this figure did not bond with Pokemon through companionship at first, but through shared obsession. The hunt, the chase, and the preservation of what was valuable. During one fateful night in an abandoned forest shrine, the traveler stumbled upon a crystallized relic infused with ghostly essence. Touching it transformed him. His face dissolved into smoke, eyes crystallized into glowing shards, and his flesh partly merged with mechanical plating that pulsed with spectral energy. From that night on, he ceased being entirely human, becoming More, the collector Pokemon. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so my Pokemon behavior. More roams shadowy forests, abandoned ruins, and forgotten battlefields. Unlike most Pokemon, More collects rather than destroys. He stores fragments of his victories and shards of crystal within his cloak. That is cool. Dude, this is awesome. When encountered, he is calm and analytical, only attacking if challenged, or if someone attempts to steal from him. Sound like a hoarder or scalper. Am I a scalper Pokemon? All right. Battle style. More's mechanical arm acts as a conduit for energy, capable of shaping spectral orbs into devastating shadow balls, or compressing energy into a starburst mash. His hood cloaks him in an aura that disrupts enemy focus, lowering accuracy with moves like Shadow Throw. Though methodical, More thrives in drawn-out duels, wearing down his opponent before finishing the final draw. A devastating and all-or-nothing attack. That's pretty cool. Okay. Mentioned this a little earlier. Relationship with Mewtwo. So this is it baked into. I don't know how it came up with this. It's crazy. Mewtwo's one of my favorite Pokemon. According to legend, More once confronted Mewtwo, a being of pure psychic creation. Mewtwo embodies control and evolution, while More embodies obsession and entropy. If you don't know what entropy means, this here, whatever. No, here. Their rivalry is said to echo the clash between human ambition and human downfall. Mewtwo seeks freedom from its creators. More, bound by his transformation, seeks mastery over what was lost. This is dude, this is cool as fuck. Their battles are not just of power, but of philosophy. One seeking liberation, the other collecting what others abandoned. See, okay, there you go. I'm not a scalper. It's true. Look, I have pretty much hot takes when it comes to the current state of our hobby right now in Pokemon in general. And what it is I was at my local card shop today and I had a conversation with them in regards to the chase cards. For instance, like Moonbreon from Prismatic Evolution. I'm not a big fan of it, and I'm an Umbreon fan. I just don't like it. I think it's kind of lazy. I just think they're just trying to recapture the magic that they had with the other Moonbreon back from Evolving Skies. It's not the same. It's just a crystallized, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. Let's get back to the creation GPT put together, which was awesome. Next, cultural myths. In some regions, more is whispered about like a boogeyman, the hood in the forest who steals precious things that people leave behind. And I added that. Yeah, that's true though. In others, he is revered as a guardian of relics, protecting treasures for those who would exploit them. That's kind of what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to help as much as I can. I guess that's the overall goal of this channel. Yeah, it is. Trainers claim that if you defeat more in battle, one of your Pokemon may return carrying an item it did not have previously, as though more gifted it to them. That makes sense. You know what? It does. Final notes. More story straddles the line between trainer and Pokemon, human and spirit, technology and myth. He is not simply caught in a Pokeball. He must choose to join a trainer. Those who earn his allegiance gain not just a powerful ally, but the loyalty of a collector who sees value in them. That is super cool. That is dope. All right. That was amazing. Next is the Pokedex entry. More Dark Ghost type, collector Pokemon. Ability, Collector's Veil. Like we mentioned earlier, this is the Pokedex entry. The character looks awesome, to be honest with you. And let's go ahead and unveil the Pokemon card. So this is the Pokemon card that it built for me. More V. It says Basie instead of Basic, which is funny as hell. Dark Ghost, and the move I have on the card is Haunted Aura. So it looks really cool. I'm a hooded figure with the mechanical arm, and I'm just mist and with crystallized eyes. Super cool. It's an awesome card. Oh man, that'd be cool if I could get it made without getting in trouble with the Pokemon Company. Now it's time to get into one of my favorite parts that ChatGPT created, and that's the battle with Mewtwo. The Battle of Shadows. More versus Mewtwo. The encounter. The night was heavy with fog in the ancient forests. Mewtwo, the psychic Pokemon born from human ambition, walked with its aura glowing faintly purple. It had come here for silence, but instead, it felt it. A cold presence watching, collecting. From the mist, more emerged. Hood drawn, smoke whirling from the faceless void, crystal eyes glowing like shards of frozen stars. Its mechanical hand clicked as it clenched into a fist. Then it lit with dark energy. Mewtwo's eyes narrowed. "You are not of this world," it whispered telepathically. More only tilted its hood, stepping forward. It had chosen its next treasure. Mewtwo struck first, firing a sphere of psychic energy that ripped through the trees. More raised its mechanical arm, conjuring a protective guard of swirling shadows. The blast hit, the forest lit up, but more remained, sliding back only inches. More retaliated, a shadow throw hurled like a cursed Pokeball, exploding in Mewtwo's psychic shield. Sparks of ghostly flame licked at the edges of its aura. The two locked eyes, one glowing with psychic intelligence, the other hollow and unyielding. Mewtwo's body blurred as it used Psychic Dash, appearing behind Moore and slamming it with telekinetic force. Moore staggered, then its mechanical hand pulsed. With the sudden spin, it unleashed Starburst Smash. Crystal shards bursting like meteors, forcing Mewtwo to leap back. The ground cracked beneath them, energy swirled through the forest, shaking trees and scattering leaves like confetti in a storm. Mewtwo's aura burned brighter, forming a massive side strike in its hands. Moore's cloak ignited with purple flame. It was charging its final draw. The battle froze in silence. Then, as if on cue, both unleashed their attacks. Mewtwo's psychic strike tore through the air like a cannon of pure thought. Moore's final draw burst forward, a storm of collective shadows, crystal light, and mechanical fury. The two forces collided in the heart of the forest. The explosion turned into day for a moment, a shockwave flattening trees and sending the fog scattering into the sky. When the light faded, both figures stood, breathing heavy. And then, Moore's form began to dissipate into smoke, melting back into the forest mist. Mewtwo lowered its stance, its aura dimming. It had survived, but it had not won. For Moore had left something behind, a single glowing crystal shard, humming faintly with psychic energy. To this day, trainers whisper that the shard still carries traces of that legendary clash. Some say it proves neither Moore nor Mewtwo truly triumphed, that their rivalry remains unfinished. Others believe Moore was testing Mewtwo, collecting a fragment of its power for reasons unknown. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. The battle between Moore and Mewtwo was not the end. It was only the beginning of a legend. Bro. Dude. Epic. This was like an epic saga. Oh, okay. If you haven't done that, if you haven't gone to ChatGPT to have you become a Pokemon and give yourself a complete backstory and everything included, along with a Pokedex entry and a Pokemon card, dude, do it. It's fun. And I did it. Hope you guys liked this video. It was cool putting this together, and I would love to do it again. Maybe with a different type, fire. I like fire type. So yeah, comment down below if you've already done this, and if you have, drop the details. I want to hear about it. So this is actually really cool. One of the cooler things I've done in a while when it comes to Pokemon, because the state of our hobby right now is in disarray, I'd like to believe. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you stick around for future videos and subscribe and like this video. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Later, nerds.